and the Green Bay Packers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Vic will look to throw on first down, and he will find his man on the outside. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. Former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And that's complete to Gates. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got caught.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Vic now. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
58, right over there.
Vic now after the fumble recovery. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. Hauling it in, Nelson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. These two teams all tied after one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the delay, it's Balaj. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He finds Matthews. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. McFarland. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58.
From just shy of midfield, Vick. Johnson's got it complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7 from the 34 now. Here's first and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Vick. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Vick steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Now here's Vick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on.
From the gun, Vick. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Focus, defense.
Throwing again. Cunningham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Cunningham. Gates with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready. 60 out roll. Oh, here we go.
Balaj. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
57's Mike. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw again. Vick. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Vick readies to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Cunningham. Gonna let one flip. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Vick, he gets it to Matthews, complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mike, 58, right there. I don't even know why this team showed up.
He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Vick operating on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Squeeze, double. Sponge. Squeeze.
Vick. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Vick to the air again. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Hey, let's get there. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on.
Again, it's Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
It's just me and you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Throwing, Vick. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Gun here. It's Cunningham. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a give, right side. McFarland. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Vic to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 9-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun, Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Protect you.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Wild Bill. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Guys, it's game.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That throw by Vick, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vick. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Off the play fake, Vick. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. It was looking for Matthews that time, and it's third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the...
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you want to get.